Hello. In this session, we're going to take a look at why motivation is important in both the workplace but also for leadership. And we'll spend a little more time looking at why it's important for leadership. Okay. So by the end of this session, you'll understand why motivation is important in the workplace. It's That's a pretty straightforward consideration. But on the other side of it, leaders are normally held accountable for increasing and managing motivation in their teams. So this issues a challenge to leaders, and we'll have a look at that when we get to it. So why is motivation important? It's because it plays an absolutely critical role in the workplace. We look at those hard targets that organisations and every team in an organisation has, and most employees, productivity targets, the quality of work right first time, the efficiency of getting the job done, the speed of the work, but the efficiency and speed while keeping quality up to required standards. So this is all about motivation, whether somebody pays attention to what they do, whether somebody's concerned about the quality of their work, and really what is happening in how that person goes about and behaves in the workplace every day. But motivation also feeds into other issues, such as absenteeism. If somebody's motivated in the right direction, and think of our earlier module on direction and motivation is they're motivated to do their job well. Well, then they're going to take less days off. They're going to feel the need to be at work. They're going to look forward to their working day. It also will help reduce churn, because employees won't want to leave a job and a company that they're motivated to work for. So then if people are motivated in the workplace and enjoying what they do, it is easier then for the team to build good working relationships for each individual to get on with the people around them, because if they're all motivated, they'll all want to do a good job and they do that job together. So what's the challenge for leaders? As I said earlier, leaders are held accountable for motivating their team, but the problem is that most people are already motivated. As I said in that earlier module, people are motivated in a particular direction. My old friend Thomas, who I regarded as a highly motivated individual, was motivated not to work, to avoid work at all possibilities, at all chances and opportunities that he would get out of the job that he is supposed to do. And that was his motivational direction. So the challenge for leaders isn't whether someone's motivated, because we are all motivated at all times. The challenge is to find out why the people in their team are motivated. And each individual, people are different. So why each individual is motivated, and what each individual is motivated to do. So where's their direction? So the problem for a lot of leaders and motivation in the organisation a lot of times is that you know we're often encouraged to focus on extrinsic motivation. So how many organisations does your organisation run bonus systems and rewards for meeting your targets? If you meet your sales targets or your productivity targets, you get a bonus in your pay packet. When we go to look at Herzberg later, you'll soon understand that bonus becomes part of the package. It's there. So therefore it's not necessarily a bonus. It's not a motivator to actually produce higher quality or higher standards. Sometimes we think there's some crisis in some business, such as the banking sector back in the recession. Part of that was a bonus system that encouraged people to sell financial products to people who couldn't afford them. They were just tested on the sale, not on the affordability or relevance of that sale. So therefore, extrinsic motivation is okay, but it's not. It's not. It's not what we need really. So really, what we should be encouraging leaders to do is to tap more into intrinsic motivation, to look at things like mastery. Can someone master the skills to do their job really well? achievement? Can we give them a sense of achievement? Can they work to be better and be encouraged to continually improve in how they do their job, to be creative and innovative in how they do their job, to improve their skills, to improve their productivity, to improve everything, and give them some sense of control over that? Those are more intrinsic skill, intrinsic motivation. They will also reap better results. So we'll look more at these now in the next section when we start looking at theories of motivation. But in the meantime, thanks for listening in, and we look forward to seeing you in the next section. If you have any questions, please pop into our Facebook group. It's the live section where I'll be on there, and I'll be able to answer any questions, take any questions, make a request. If you want me to cover something in more detail, just let us know, and we're here to help. And we look forward to seeing you there. All the best.